find my value. It's how I feel. The struggle is real, but somewhere inside I know that I am beautiful, incredible, the only one like me. I'm giving up the pressure of what I'm supposed to be. You don't get your value from a couple retweets. It's not the way I want it to be. Yeah, I am beautiful, incredible, the only one like me. I'm giving up the vision of what I'm supposed to be. You don't get your value from a couple retweets. It's way too superficial for me. Cause I don't want to, need to be so perfect. No, I don't want to, need to be so perfect. Scrolling down Instagram, tell me what I'm missing. Thinking about missing out, never really living. They don't give a damn how long I've waited. I never got hit up until I made it. Feeling so jaded though, I need something different. Cause somewhere inside I know that I am beautiful, incredible, the only one like me. I'm giving up the pressure of what I'm supposed to be. You don't get your value from a couple retweets. It's not the way I want it to be. Yeah, I am beautiful, incredible, the only one like me. I'm giving up the vision of what I'm supposed to be. You don't get your value from a couple retweets. It's way too superficial for me. Cause I don't want to, need to be so perfect. No, I don't want to, need to be so perfect. Yeah, I am beautiful, incredible, the only one like me. The pressure of what I'm supposed to be. Get your value from a couple retweets. It's not the way I want it to be. Yeah, I am beautiful, incredible, the only one like me. The vision of what I'm supposed to be. Get your value from a couple retweets. It's way too superficial for me. Cause I don't want to, need to be so perfect. No, I don't want to, need to be so perfect.
Testing. Hello. Hello. Am I heard? Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Why does this feel like she's changing platforms again? What are you saying? What makes you feel like I'm changing platforms? Is it dank? Oh gosh, how dank. How's the sound quality? Hello. Music too loud? Am I too loud? Okay, let me see. Sound check. Okay, how about now? Oh, because last time I did a living room stream. It was when I changed platforms. No, this is just a vibe switch. Look. It's a vibe switch. It's a vibe switch. It's kind of nice, huh? I feel like I am doing a podcast right now. Doesn't it feel like I'm doing a podcast? The vibes are switched. Comfy podcast stream. Doesn't it feel like it? It really does. It looks like a podcast because it's a podcast mic. Hello. It's cute too. Doesn't it look nice? No sponsor. Yeah, it's the mic, but now it's a bit too high. Oh, I can point it down. Hello. Testing. High quality. I know. I set up the camera because I switched my camera out. So I set up the camera and then I set up the microphone and then I was like, wow, this looks a bit jank though. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm ditching this. We care about the aesthetic. There we go. Okay. Well, that looks a bit janky too. Can I make this look a little cleaner? Here, what if I did like this through this? It's not much better. It's not much better. Well, then this could like hide here. It looks sloppy. I'll figure it out later. Oh, I could like tape it and then have it like taped down this side. And then I could have it like, well, I don't have any wires for this. Oh, I could like use, oh, okay. I do a little cable management. Take a little wire. I got this. I go like this, and I go like this. Ooh, and then it's not visible to you guys if I do it down here. They say you'll never learn until you crash and burn. Anyone seen Dahmer? Anyone? I watched the first episode, bruh. I don't think I've ever paused more on a TV show to just breathe. Show's wild. I talked to Trav at TwitchCon about it. He said he binged it. And I was like, oh, shoot, now I gotta watch it. And Monk, and then I start to like get really like, you know, curious about what makes people like that. So then I started like looking up, you know, the real guy. And couldn't sleep. And, well, I did it to myself. Can't blame anyone else. This isn't big enough. This wire. Luckily, I've got another one. It's very disturbing, by the way. It's extremely disturbing. Like, very, very, very highly, highly disturbing. So I've only seen one episode, and I already, like, could not. Here we go. A genius. How's that? Like this. Eep. Okay. And ta-da! So I thought today, well, like, I wasn't in the mood to game, because there's nothing I'm really, like, super interested in playing right now. Game-wise, I'm just, like, you know, I don't want to game right now. I could play, like, Overwatch or Valorant. Wow, I went to go fix my headset. It's not on. Oh, that looks better. That looks way better. Hold. That looks way better. Well, the only thing that pisses me off now is this thing, but I can't really do much about that. Wait. No. Wait. If I could just make it invisible, you know? There's not much you can do. That looks better, though. Wow. Okay. Hey. Oh, wait. Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. Is Coachella still happening? Like, who's performing? I'm positive it's still happening. I'm just not there, unfortunately. I'm just not in the GTA mindset right now. I don't know if that makes sense. But sometimes you got to be in a mood. And I just haven't been in that mood. I don't know. I can't really... It's just like... Yeah. I'm just not in the mood. Yeah, it's not like I just don't want to play it right now. Yeah. But, like, I still miss it, and when I watch clips of it, I do want to play it, and I, like, you know, there's so much stuff to, like, do in it. It's not like there's nothing to do when I log in, because of, like, the whole Rami, like, Carmella, Nunu. Is it Nunu? Nunu, right? Nunu arc could be really fun. So I thought about it, but then today, Peter's doing a showing for Lord of the Rings for his birthday. So huge bunch of us are going to go to see Lord of the Rings. And then, so I won't have even time to do it. What's the scariest movie or show you've watched? I think The Ring when I was young. I saw The Ring when I was like in 7th grade. I watched it and I remember I had the same ringtone as The Ring. If you guys have never seen The Ring, it's like really old. And not the Japanese version. I saw the which I heard is way scarier, the Japanese version. But I saw the one with like Naomi Watts. It was the first horror movie I ever watched. I remember I have a very vivid memory of watching it, where I was, everything. Because it was the first scary movie. Terrible idea. The concept is like there's like a tape, and if you watch this tape, like you die in 7 days. And like because you watch the tape through, like we watch the tape, it's like in the movie. So like if you watch the movie, you've watched the tape. So I thought I was, like everyone who watches a movie is also going to die in 7 days. And over the next 7 days, all this weird stuff starts happening to you. And then on the last day, you get a phone call. Or no, the very first day, right after you finish the thing, you get a phone call. It's like, and it goes, 7 days. And you have 7 days to live. Anyways, that's the premise of the movie. All this weird stuff started happening to me. And on the 7th day, on the day I was supposed to die, I'm in my PE gym class. And we're watching a TV, like we're watching they roll out the VCR thing, they put in the VCR thing, and the TV starts going shh, like the white and black like stuff screen, and I was, this is it, I'm dead. Anyway, so that's probably the scariest movie I ever watched, but I was also 12, it's terrifying, yeah. I've seen, I just don't get as scared these days. I watched Hereditary because everyone was like, this is the scariest movie ever. And I think my expectations for it to be like so terrifying were like this much that it ended up feeling like a normal scary movie to me. It wasn't not scary. It was very disturbing, but it wasn't like, wow, that was the scariest movie. Like, I still think The Ring scared me more. I didn't have any like scary nightmares or anything about it. I will say that it was scary. And then I think the scariest movie I ever like I just watched recently was It. The clown movie. It was terrifying. It was so scary. There was just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. Disturbing. It was terrifying. So that one, yeah. The Conjuring, I don't know if I've ever watched it. I started the Conjuring 3 a bunch of times. I don't know why, like 4 or 5 times I've watched like the first 10 minutes of it. And then I just never get through it. Not because I stopped, but anyways. Have I seen The Grudge? No. I pretended to watch The Grudge when I was young because there was a day when I had some friends, Janet, Helen, and Robin. We went to a Blockbuster after high school, and then we decided to go to rent all the scariest movies that we all picked out a really scary movie. We got Saw, we got The Grudge, we got Saw 2, and I think we got Saw 1, Saw 2, The Grudge, and I think we watched The Ring. It was my second time watching The Ring, and we just went through all of them. We just binged them, and I couldn't watch The Grudge. I just pretended to watch it. I was like looking to the left of the screen and pretending to be scared when my friends were scared, just never watching it. Just like, I don't want to watch it. But my friends were like, we have to watch all of them. And so, yeah. Okay, if you guys don't know what a Blockbuster is, it's basically, they don't exist anymore, okay? But you would go into a Blockbuster store, and there would be like a person, and there would just be rows and rows and rows of movies, of like empty DVDs. You wouldn't grab them from the shelf, you'd bring it to them, and then they'd go get the real thing for you. But they would just be rows and rows of different movies that you could rent. And then you would go and you'd rent it, and it's like a library book. You check out, and then you go home with it, and then you come back within a week and you drop it off. It's Blockbuster. It was such a vibe. It was like my favorite place to go. There's no Netflix. There was I remember the first big thing that changed going to Blockbuster was TiVo. I don't know if anyone remembers TiVo, but like TiVo was this crazy thing where you could like, so there's live television, like American Idol, for example. Sometimes I couldn't be home to watch American Idol, but I could set my TiVo that I wanted to record American Idol. So then I'd come home and like I would go on TiVo and it would have recorded it for me, and I could rewind and play it like on my own time. So TiVo was like revolutionary. If anyone remembers TiVo, that was like, and I remember my friend Robin had TiVo at her house, and I was like, wait, this is so cool, because or else you had to watch things live. So TiVo was like the first big thing, and you could just search by show what you wanted to, and you'd record this episode at this time, this episode at this time, and you come home and you have like 4 episodes if you watch like. Anyways, that was TiVo. It's like IRL Netflix, kind of, yeah. Manual VODs, yeah. It's like you're watching the VOD. And so that was that. That was TiVo. But before that, I remember I'd get sick, and my first thing would be like, okay, I'm sick. I'm taking the day off tomorrow for school, But my mom would drive me to Blockbuster. I'd go to Blockbuster and then I would find a movie. And I remember I rented one time Just Like Heaven and Madagascar. And I came home and the whole day I watched Just Like Heaven and Madagascar. I watched Madagascar first, and that was the one that I didn't like so much. I went on Yahoo Reviews, and when I was sick, movies.yahoo.com, typed in Madagascar, wrote in a review, gave it a C+. I wrote in it because I was very disappointed in the movie. I don't usually write reviews, but this one felt like I needed to write a review. So I wrote a review, gave it a C+, and then I watched Just Like Heaven, and it was amazing, and I gave it an A. R.I.P. Hagrid. I know. I saw that yesterday. That's actually so sad. I was like thinking about it. I'm like, we'll never like see him in like, I don't know. There's something about like when someone dies. It's like, wait, he's such a legend. Too bad. Yeah, I know. Why do people have to die, man? I was having an existential crisis at the party yesterday too. Oh, yes. Speaking of the party. Yesterday was the Boomer Birthday Bash, a.k.a. birthday bash for all the boomers. We have Yvonne's birthday, Peter's birthday, and Blau's birthday. The Boomer Birthday Bash. And there was a little photo booth, and they didn't have Wi-Fi, or something happened with the Wi-Fi, but I did get photos. So here's some photos from yesterday. We took some pics. Look at Iman's hair. I don't know if you can see it. She rolled in and half of us didn't recognize her. Look. There's Jody and John in the front. Yvonne, Sid. Then we have these ones. I think these are different. Yeah. Now you can see her hair. Look. It's so long. No, we literally did not recognize her at first. Then there's these. And these. She looks like Ariana Grande. I know. Okay. We got some pics here. Me, Blau, and Meow. Then we got... Oh, I think I showed you guys this one. And then... my editor was there. This is Lucky. I met him for the first time 3 days ago. And then I got to hang out with him again yesterday. My mind is drifting away. Yeah, he's my editor. He's great. It was great to see him. Hello. And then so the rest of the pics we took a bunch in the beginning. Those ones are on Twitter. So those we took when the internet. Oh no. Those ones we took when the internet was working. Yeah. Well, you guys can see this on Twitter in HD. Hold. How? Here. There we go. You sound sick. I'm not sick. I'm perma-sniffly, but I'm not sick. I was sick. Everyone got sick except me because I was already sick. I had gotten over my sickness before TwitchCon, and then everyone after got the con flu, and I didn't get it somehow. I'm sniffly, but I'm perma-sniffle. That's just part of me. Leslie's my birthday. Iconic. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Bro, you gave it to me, huh? Oh, shit. Maybe I started con flu. My voice sounds more deep. Hello. Your actual voice sounds different. Hello. I'm just talking lower. I'm talking quieter. Because I'm in the living room. You guys are used to like, hi, hello. Maybe. I think you guys are just used to be talking like this, right? It's not the mic. You guys are just, I'm using a lower voice, like a tone. Like I'm talking closer to Barney St. Clair. I'm just chilling. Exactly. Right? My auto-tune's turned off. Yeah, right? No, it's a different room. So normally I'd be talking like this. La 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 la. Versus like la 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 la. I'm just chilling. Exactly. Don't you guys do that? Also, I have like my professional voice. It's funny because I was on a business call or like a business call with Broden. Broden is helping me shoot this thing. So we got on the call with the company, and they were giving us like, we were telling them, here's our idea for the shoot. We want to do this, this, and this. And the way Broden's like, I love your business voice. And I was like, what do you mean my business voice? And he's like, the way you talk when you're talking to like, like in a Zoom call. And I'm like, what do you mean? But I was like, oh, that's kind of true. I'll be much more like, my normal self is like, nah. And then I'll be much more like, okay, so when it comes to the deliverables for this, I just want to make sure I understand. I have like 1 tweet, 2 Instagram stories, blah, 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 blah. Is that right? Okay, perfect. And also I was wondering, like, I'll talk much more like more formal, and Broden never sees that side of me. And then I'm like, oh, it's my business voice. It's my business RP. Oh yeah, I like sit up more as well. I mean, everybody has that. When you talk on the phone, when you talk on like, I talk a lot more like, this. I'm a businesswoman or whatever. Exactly. It's a persona. Exactly. I'm a social chameleon, and then sometimes I'll be like, we all do it. Why are we in the dining room? I don't know. Sometimes you just like to switch up the environment. And I felt like today would be fun to just, I don't know. I just didn't want to stream from my room. And I was like, oh, wait, I could stream from my living room. Yeah. Customer service voice. Hi, my name is Leslie Fu. F as in Frank, U as in university. I was just wondering if blah, 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 blah. I always do that. They're like first name, like Leslie, Leslie, last name Fu, F as in Frank, U as in university, because I never want to go F-U. No, seriously. Every time I'm like, I never want to be like last name Fu, F-U, because it's just not worth the awkward interaction. Sometimes they're like, oh, ha, 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 like they giggle. So I just go F as in Frank, U as in university, because I always heard my mom say that as a kid. No, seriously, having my last name be Fu is kind of a struggle sometimes. And then at home, my mom has a bunch of these bags, and she always prints our last name on them. So they all say F-U on them, all of the bags. Frank University. Dun, dun. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming, not here, but I'm going to be streaming with Bean Ann's Hannah. We want to make pumpkin spice recipes. So I think I'm going to go over to her place, and then we're going to probably stream from her channel. We haven't really figured out what we're making, but we're going to do like a little baking cooking stream. Sounds fun, right? Maybe make some pumpkin spice latte, some pumpkin spice muffins, some pumpkin things. So we've been trying to plan this for ages. So finally me and Hannah are going to do something. We're going to cook. We're going to cook something over there. We're not renting out a Starbucks. What am I drinking? Cold brew. I love cold brew, guys. Hold on. Something's going on with my chat. I see, like, all your names are cut off for me. I did some weird Zoom, and now you guys are gone. Well, like, you guys aren't gone. I can only see, like, the second half of your names. It's weird. So if the stream ends randomly, it's because I'm fiddling with things. Chat, what happened? Guess it's not too big of a deal. This is giving podcast vibes. Yeah, it's a vibe. It's the mic. It's the mic. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of my podcast. My name is Leslie, and today I thought it would be really fun to just go over some of, well, I didn't think. I'm not actually sure what we're talking about, but we're doing something. We're doing something today. Tell us a story, Mom. Okay. I'll share some stories. How about that? Let me think. Well, I've lived a long time. I've lived 29 years, and in 29 years, a lot can happen, you know? So I have stories from college. Well, streaming is its own thing, but you guys know, a lot of you guys were there for a lot of my streaming life, and that's been almost 8 years if you think about it. Prior to streaming, I was in college, and so there's a lot of stories in 4 years in college. Prior to college, I went to high school for 4 years. A lot of stories in high school as well. And then before high school, I was in middle school from 2005 to 2008. Middle school. That was like 6th, 7th, 8th. And then I was in 5th grade. And then before 5th grade, I was in 4th grade. 4th grade. And then 3rd grade. Oh, 4th grade. And then I was in 3rd grade. Oh, memories are coming back as I say the grades. Like when I say 5th grade, I think of this time where I had a teacher named Mrs. Thate. And we had a class pet named Raja, a gecko. And everyone would take the class pet. I've told this story on stream like probably once. But there's a class pet that we'd take home. And I decided to take home Raja, the gecko, one weekend. And when Raja came home, there's a little heat lamp and stuff. And I realized that Raja wasn't moving when he came home, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was like poking Raja and like everything and no movement. And I realized like Raja like died. Like I killed I don't know why, but I think I was like, did I not give Raja water? Did I not give Raja like anything? I killed Raja, right? So I was like, oh my God. So luckily like Raja like looks like he's kind of still alive, like because he's just not moving. So that whole time at home I was having like anxiety, and I was like, Mom, maybe we have to replace Raja and get like a new gecko, and like, you know, maybe Mrs. Latte won't notice, yada yada yada. And I was panicking, but then I was like, you know what, I'll just give it back to Mrs. Latte, and maybe Mrs. Latte will just think he's asleep. So I bring Raja back home, back after the weekend, and I'm like, Mrs. Latte, here's Raja. And she's like, oh, how was Raja? And I was like, oh, he was great. It was so much fun. Thank you so much. And I passed the dead gecko back to Mrs. Latte. And then Mrs. Latte took Raja. And after that, I was like, nice. This is no longer my responsibility. Raja dying, now it happened in the class. I felt really bad. But then, like, they passed it to the next student. And then the next student is like, oh, like Mrs. Latte, like Raja's like not, you know, moving. And he's like, oh yeah, Raja's hibernating. And I was like, wait, Raja's hibernating? And Mrs. Latte, yeah, the geckos hibernate. He's asleep. So I never killed the gecko. He was just asleep the whole time. I did not replace him. The damn gecko was asleep. So I panicked for nothing. I lied. Well, I thought I killed the class gecko. I thought I killed the class gecko, and I never killed the class gecko. I imagine I threw Raja away, replaced Raja. It's bad. Yeah, so no dead gecko. That was in 5th grade, a very core memory of mine. Also, I had a best friend named Jennifer. So in middle school, there was like, it was very like the most immature time of my life, and I remember having like, it was very catty. Like everyone was like getting those best friend like heart. You know, it would be like not that those best friend necklaces are like catty in like inherently, but like people would be getting them to like piss other people off. And I remember, so I had a best friend named Jennifer, and so she had a hamster named Lil Guy, and I was babysitting Lil Guy one time, and I put Lil Guy in my hands and I was holding him, and I was on the computer playing Neopets or something. And then I put Lil Guy Lil Guy on my table. So I'm like chilling, with Lil Guy. And then I look to my right where Lil Guy should be, and Lil Guy, what up? Is that pleb? Huh? Wait, what you did? Streaming. Are you streaming? Yeah. No. Want to come say hi? Yeah. It's pleb.
Sorry if I look go to sleep. I have no makeup on.
Oh, you don't have to be.
And I'm also eating. Hello.
It's pleb.
It's pleb.
I'm telling them a story of the time well, I just told them a story of the time I thought I killed the class pet, but I didn't.
Oh.
He was just sleeping. He was hibernating.
So how'd you find out that?
Well, I gave the dead gecko back to my teacher. And I told him, I told my teacher, like Raja was great, had a great time. I thought, and then my teacher later just says like, oh, Raja's hibernating, because the next student to take him was like, Raja's not moving. And then she's like, oh yeah, no, geckos hibernate. And I was like, oh.
What if it was dead and then your teacher told you it wasn't dead because they didn't want to break the news that it was dead?
Raja was alive. Raja's very much alive. But no, the worst thing is I was going to toss Raja out and get a replacement gecko. That was my first thought is, okay, I can get a gecko that looks exactly like this one and replace it. So I might have thrown out a gecko.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, geckos are so cool. They drop their tails. I don't know if you know that. They literally drop their tails.
Wait, isn't it like, it looks like it got cut off?
Yeah. If like, it's because, like they get caught, like some animal like, eat them, and they just like drop their tail, and then like they go, and then they grow back. It regenerates.
Why are you screaming here?
I'm bored. I was literally like, I do not want to stream from my computer today. I'm bored.
Yeah, spice it up a bit.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, she's changing platforms again because the last time I did a dining room stream, it was
Yeah, back to Twitch, guys. We got the bag.
back to Twitch.
Back to Twitch.
No, they thought I was going to Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. Yeah, that's right.
Guys, I'm not going to Facebook.
I have a haircut I gotta go to.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. Have fun. Okay, so little guy, right? So I turn and I look, and little guy is no longer there. And I'm like, oh God, where is little guy? So I start panicking, and I'm like, mom, little guy's missing. And also, like, Jennifer asked me to take care of, like, her hamster. Like, one job, take care of your hamster, right? It's not that hard. And so little guy's gone. Okay, so over the next 6 hours, I am panicking. I'm like freaking out. I'm setting up cameras, food everywhere. I even had night vision cameras. I asked my dad, and he had like this camera that like you could, it sees in the dark. I was like prepared. I set all this stuff up with like a little ladder up to a bowl. I had my mom like looking under the oven where there's like all this dust, and I was like, little guy, running around for this damn hamster, right? And then I was like, Mom, I do think, and once again, my plan was go to the pet store, pick up a dwarf hamster, and replace it. And maybe Jen won't notice. But the problem is hamsters are a little bit like, you kind of know. But I was panicking for 6 hours, like the whole day. I cried. I was so stressed out. I was like, do I just tell Jen I literally lost and killed her hamster? Like, her hamster's gone. I was thinking that he went under the oven, into the pipes. He was gone. And I'm like, I gotta go. And I gotta replace her hamster. It was the same plan, okay? But years later. Now, as I'm sitting on the kitchen table. It's like 11 p.m. I lost this hamster at like 4 o'clock, okay? I'm just sitting there depressed, like, dude, like, how do I tell Jen? I'm just like the worst friend. I have one job, babysit her hamster while she's away, and I freaking lost her hamster. As I'm like giving up, I hear my brother come out of his bedroom. And he's like hair disheveled, like with his pajamas on, and he's holding little guy. And he's like, this thing will not stop squeaking all night. And he puts it on the table. And I was like, little guy. I was so happy. I ran and I got it. And he just turned around and went back to his room. So my brother found my hamster. It was in his bedroom on the floor, and my heart, I was like, oh, thank God. And I did tell Jen. I told her, I was like, I almost lost your hamster. Like, I was going to replace it. I don't even know. I'm so sorry. I told her. It was like a movie. But when it's happening, it doesn't, when it's happening, there's no, you're not going to find, hi, honey bunny. Hi, honey bunny. Hi, honey bunny. It's my cat. See, now I got a big hamster. He's like a bear now. This is Socko. I gotta wipe his boogers. Sock gets bad boogers every day. I have to wipe them, or else they get all crusty. Oh my God, he's shedding like crazy. Hi, honey bun. He's getting the groomer soon, too. This is the real Sock. I swear, it's the real Sock. He's just really grumpy. Aled said you're a catfish. You're not a catfish. He's not a replacement. He can't be replaced. That's the thing about a Sock. Or actually a lot of cats. Well, some cats you might be able to replace. Not like visually. You know, some cats really look like each other. But once you know a cat well enough, you will know it's not your cat. That's the thing. Hamsters, you could get away with some of them. I had 22 hamsters at one point in my life. If you replaced one of them, I might not have noticed. Okay? No, if you replaced 5 of them, I might not have noticed. Okay? There's some that I knew. There were some I knew were my hamsters. I had one named Baxter, one named Sammy. I knew which ones were which. Baxter would always bite me. Every time, Sammy had these big old buggy eyes. So cute. I had 22 hamsters because, now here's why I had 22 hamsters. If you didn't know this, I begged my dad for dwarf hamsters. This is the same era as Lil Guy, okay? We had a dwarf hamster phase. Okay, so I got 2 hamsters, Baxter and Sammy, and they had kids, okay? and they had a ton of kids. Sorry, five, 6 kids. And I was like, oh my God. So they had a bunch of kids, and then the kids start having kids, okay? A lot of incest going on in this hamster family, okay? The kids start having kids, and then we decide to split them up. And so I look up a chart, how to tell a female from a male hamster. And it's like they have like nipples and stuff. And you have to look at, some of them have 6, the girls. And you're like, and so I'm flipping these over and I'm like, this is a girl. This one is a boy. This is a girl. This is a boy. Girl, boy. So I start splitting them up. This boy's going here. The girl's going here. Stop making babies. But I messed up and I put one boy in the girls. And all of the girls then had babies. They all had babies. And then, then I gave up after that. And then we had like 6 different like cages for them. And then there was like 22 of them, 23, so many hamsters. And my mom would be on apple slice duty, okay? And she'd have to cut up all these apple slices for the babies. And every single day, or we had to clean the cages all the time, right? So you'd take out the little babies, and then this just is reminding me of this dream I keep having, where I have like this dream. It happens all the time. It's like a reoccurring one, where in my dream I realize that I've had a hamster, like in this current life, that I have a hamster that I keep forgetting about. And this has been reoccurring for like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. And it'll be like, if I'm sleeping tonight, it'd be like, oh my God, like I forgot to clean his cage again. And it'll be like 6 years of this one hamster that's still alive somehow, haven't fed, and then I'll like freak out. Anyway, so it's fine. This is not a real hamster. This is a nightmare. Anyways, so then my mom would cut apple slices every single day. We'd take all the little babies out to clean out all the bedding, wash the tubes, put the bedding back in, and then the hamsters look really funny when they're young. They have giant heads and tiny little bodies, and they'll walk a couple steps and their head will like drop. They'll walk a couple steps and then their head will drop. Anyways, they like apples, so I'd feed them apples. So that was my life for a little bit. A lot of dwarf hamsters. And then one day, my dad, he recently confessed to this, by the way. My dad left the cage door open. And I opened the garage door to go feed the hamsters, and I see one of them on the door, ready to jump. He's ready to jump. And then I look at the ground, and there's like 4 or 5 hamsters just like who already jumped. And then I see like 6 of them just like debating what to do on the inside. And then, so like I lost a bunch of my hamsters that day because it was the cage with a lot of them. And so I cried, and I remember I wrote in my diary, and I have this diary entry still, and I cried, and I put the tear on the diary page, and then the page like wrinkled, and I circled it, and I was like, arrow, my tears. Why? Why was I so dramatic? It's like, today is a very sad day, and proof that I'm crying, if you needed it, here are my tears on the page. It's so stupid. So moral of the story, I should not have pets. Sock. Except I'm good at taking care of Sock. He's lived all this time. It's pretty impressive. So there's that. I have so many random stories from like 5th grade. God, there's one that came into my mind when I was telling the hamster story, and I was like, okay, I'm going to tell it. And then now I've forgotten it. I think I told the one where Jen and I, like, it was the very last day of school, and we had gone to a fight, we had gotten into a really big fight like a week before the last day of school, and we were not talking. But prior to that, we had gotten best friend shirts from PacSun. There were these green shirts with a little like panda, like a little tiger on them. And we had like best friend necklaces and everything, and we stopped wearing them. And it was about to be the last day of school, and it was the only day we have free dress. So we wear uniforms because I went to a private school. So I wear uniforms every day. On the last day of school, we get free dress, right? And Jen calls me the night before the last day of school, and I was like, oh my God, Jen is calling. She's going to like finally make up with me. She's going to apologize. And I was so ready to like, be like, Jen, I want to be friends again. I'm sorry, right? She calls me. I was like, hi, Jen. And then she goes, Hi, Leslie. I just want to make sure you're not going to wear the PacSun shirt to school tomorrow because I'm wearing it and I don't want to match. I was mind boggled, bitch. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't wear it. I thought she was going to apologize. I don't even remember what she did, but she did it like that. And so no, I was too beta to wear it. I should have worn it, but I didn't wear it. It was so mean. Girls are so mean. Girls are mean. They're catty. Girls are exhausting. I had trauma from girls growing up, man. I actually have so much trauma from girls. I have so much cat fur on me now. I regret picking Sock up. Anyways. Just wanted to let you know that we're still fighting. Exactly. That's why she called me to tell me that. I'm like, why are you like this, Jen? I want to be friends. I'm sick of this. You know, but I was too stubborn to apologize first. Sometimes you just got to be the one to apologize first. You know, that's a big thing in life. Because sometimes it feels good to just hold on to a grudge and be like, no, I was right. You were wrong. Apologize to me. But a lot of the times if you're just like, hey, like, why are we fighting? Like, I love you. You know? It's like, it's okay. Should have been like, who's this? No! I wanted to be friends again, man. So were you ever friends again? Yeah. Jen and I became friends again, but by that time I'd moved to public school. So I went to private school until 6th grade. And I really begged my parents to move me to public school because school was so hard. Like, at the school, like, it was just like, it was just overly difficult. Everything was harder. And I remember we had recitation every Friday where we had to like go and, you know, get up in front of the class and recite a poem every single Friday. And I had massive fear of public speaking, so I never wanted to do it. And I heard at public school that they don't have that. And I was like, I want to go to public school. They don't have recitation. So I begged my mom to take me to public school, and she finally caved and took me to public school. And so I went to public school in 7th grade. And then like by then I kind of like a lot of my friends from Challenger kind of fizzled out. Yeah. Yo, the Patreon Hassan episode was so good. Oh yeah. Honestly, it's kind of spicy. If you guys ever do want to, me and Saikuno kind of spilled a lot of deets on Hassan's Patreon episode. I felt so safe behind a paywall. I was like, no one's going to actually see this. So I can just say whatever I want to say. So in case, I'm just telling you, there's like tea over there. I was like, am I really saying this stuff? No, I'm like, Saikuno, are you really saying this stuff? Like, I mean, it's kind of a paywall, right? We gave some deets. And I was like, we ended the episode and I was like, wait, Hassan, are your like Patreon episodes like always like this? And he's like, yeah, the Patreon episodes are always way spicier and like way better than the main ones. And I was like, why? But I get it. Like, even from a guest perspective, I was like, wait, this one is like behind the paywall. So I'm like, only a certain amount of people will see this and they can't put it on the internet because it's, you know, they'll get DMCA'd, right? So it's like, I feel kind of like, well, this is like my safe little place. I can just say what I want to say. And then he said that happens with everybody. Damn, I want to pay for it now. Okay, when Fear and Podcast goes up in subs, I want Hassan to thank me right here, okay? And Will, you guys are welcome. Oh God, I'm teased, but I'm broke. It's okay. You can have someone TLDR it too. Until your parents subscribe to the Patreon. What? They wouldn't do that. Mom, Dad, please do not subscribe. Oh God. Leslie drinking black coffee. I drink cold brew. I've been cutting like as many calories as possible. Just because I would eat for like no reason. I found myself like binge coffee drinking, or not binge eating. I would just like hungry at like 11 p.m. I'm gonna order Jack in the Box and just eat until I can't breathe. And then I feel terrible the next morning, and then I'm like, why do I have this pocket of fat? Go away. And I just get annoyed, and then I'm like, I don't really need to eat at this time. Why am I eating at this time?
Have you tried Juvie? Yes, I have tried Juvie, and I love Juvie. It's actually great. Yeah. I was drinking Juvie when it was, before it was Juvie, you know? But when it was like in beta testing, and I was like, oh, this is actually good. You're a NorCal girl, right? Do you know what it means when someone throws up the tea? Fizz face. Right? Thiz face. It's your Thiz face. I know. I'm from NorCal. It was a huge thing. Thiz face. It's I don't know. It was a thing, and you'd like pass your Thiz face to somebody and go like, and then you'd go, and then you just like go around and pass your Thiz face, and then you throw it at someone else, and they go. I guess I remember Bay Area things. And E40. Do you guys remember E40? Gotta get to you in that booty. Got to get to you in that booty. Get to you in that booty. Trying to get to you in that booty. Yeah, I used to listen. Back in the day. It's already 3:04. Holy crap. Okay, I can stream for an hour longer. Okay, I get an hour, and then we have to get ready. I have to get ready to go to what's it called? Lord of the Rings. It doesn't say booty, isn't it? You and that booty. No, is it not? Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Yeah. What else? 5th grade brought back some memories. 6th grade. 7th grade. I went to middle school. Joined a choir. Nothing really eventful happened. I mean, I'm having like flashes of memories. I remember there's this guy named Tyler, and he was so gross to me. I remember he was like, he would go out of his way to call me flat-chested. And I was like, what? Like, this is like, and he was straight up bullying me. And he would just, every chance he could, he would just be like, Leslie, you're really flat-chested. You don't have any boobs. And I was like, I didn't know how to respond. I'm literally in 7th grade, like, you know, and he's just like, it scarred me. I was so insecure because of that for like 5 years. Like the next 5 years of my life, I was like, so weird. It's like, but then when I tell people, they're like, oh yeah, like I had to, everyone always remembers like the people in like your peers that would bully you. I remember I only had like one eyelid going on. Like, you know, like I have Asian eyes, right? So like, you know, you have like double eyelids, single eyelids. I had one single eyelid and one double eyelid. And my friend Helen would be like, Leslie, I love that your eyes are so uneven. And I'm like, thanks, I guess. Like, why would you say, I love that your eyes are so uneven? And now I'm like, are they uneven? It's so backhanded that I would go in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, my eyes are so uneven. But she did it in like pretending she was complimenting me. Like, no, she's pointing me it out and making me insecure. So then I would like poke my eyelid all day. I would take a pen and I'd be like, because I was like, I don't care if they're single or double. Just make them even, man. So I was like, I was poking my eyes all the time. And I was thinking about getting surgery. I was like, maybe I could get double eyelid surgery because I'm getting bullied. And I feel really insecure. And it was one of the reasons I couldn't really like make eye contact with people. Because then I would think that they're thinking how uneven my eyes were. And then one day, like, I told my aunt, and I was like, Auntie Kathy, like, my eyes are so uneven. And then she's like, oh, Leslie, like, that's fine. Like, if you notice, like, I have like she has like a blue spot on her eye, and it looks like eyeshadow, but it's like just a skin thing. And it's just been there. She's like, well, if you notice, like I have this blue, like kind of skin discoloration on my eye. And I was always like really insecure about it. But like, I was like, oh, it's not bad at all. And she's like, yeah, like you don't really notice it. And I kind of just feel like it's eyeshadow now. And she's like, it'll probably just grow in anyway. You'll be fine. You know, like my eyelids didn't come in. Like, you know, they just like got there when I was like, she said like later in her life. And I was like, really? And I was like, okay. And so I'd still poke my eye. And then it came in. I mean, they're still uneven. My left eye is bigger than my right eye, but whatever. I don't really care. And then, but yeah, I remember like Helen said that to me and I was like, and another thing she said, she was like so unnecessarily blunt. For what reason? Okay. Like we were all hanging out as like a group of us. We were all like, it was like freshman year, like 7 of us in a circle. And she's like known to be really blunt. She looks at us and she's like, I mean, like, you guys aren't ugly, but, like, none of you guys are, like, model pretty. And we're like, oh yeah. And she's like, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys and say you guys are gorgeous. And I was like, for what reason are you like this? In my mind, I'm like, we're all just like, oh, well, yeah, well, we know that. But she's like, I mean, like, yeah, you're not ugly. Like, this girl was just unhinged. Like, I don't know why. The same girl, I remember specifically. It's funny enough, like I still like liked her a lot because she was really funny and she was like a funny person. It wasn't like she was just a miserable person all the time, just insulting all of us. Like that, these were just 2 comments I do remember her making out of nowhere, like felt so out of pocket. I never forgot them. Like, but in general, she was really fun. Like she made me laugh all the time. And like, I remember her overall being like not a bad person. It was just like, she would say these out of pocket things that I was like, why did you need to say that? Like, I get it. You don't think I'm pretty. I understand. But why are you doing that? Like, there's no need to be like, yeah, you guys aren't ugly, but you're not like gorgeous. Like, you know, what the hell? Helen needs to chill. Yeah. So, she's socially unaware. That's what it was. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we all go through like growing up, you just remember the things that like people say to you. Like people are really hurtful when you're little. Just like as you're growing up, you're like living all like, you're just happy. You don't even care about things. Everything is great, right? When you're little, because you don't know all the mean things. And then like, as you grow up, you run into people and then they just start tearing you down and you're like, oh, or you see them bully someone else for something. And then you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, they're going to bully me for this too. And then you start getting more and more insecure. And then you're like, oh, don't look at me. And then, hide away. Anyways, kids. And then, you grow up more and then you realize you're more comfortable in your own skin. And yeah, you learn to love yourself a bit. You should have been like, you're not either. I don't know what I said. I think I was just like flabbergasted that she said that. I wasn't so much of I didn't like get pushed around a lot, but I didn't super stand up for myself either. I was kind of like, ooh. Are you still in touch with people from high school? Mm-hmm. I literally the quartet, sugar time. I literally just went to Allison's wedding in Chicago a couple months ago. We had a reunion. Still talk to them. They're actually my only friends from high school I still talk to, probably. Are they? Besides my cousins, but they're family. So, my high school friend Brian messaged me. We talked a bit because he's huge into chess, and he was flabbergasted that I was getting lessons from Hikaru. I remember that. He was like, why in the world? Like, he's like, his brain could not like comprehend that. Yeah, that was funny. Also, I think I told this on Blau's stream last night because Blau did a midnight countdown stream, but in case you missed it, last night, a bunch of us, we were drinking and Lily got drunk and we were all chilling and we're just chilling in Blau's room. There's just a bunch of us and Lily's sitting there and she's like, and we're like, right? And then Anthony, Jamie's boyfriend, comes in, right? Anthony comes in the door. And for some reason, like, I pretend to introduce myself. Like, or I just introduce myself. I've known Anthony for 3 years, okay? I put on my hand. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Leslie. And he goes, hey, I'm Anthony. And Lily looks at us, and she's like, you guys have never met? I was like, no, I don't think so, right? And I'm like, you're Jamie's boyfriend, right? And then Lily goes, wait. I have known Leslie for years. And I've known Anthony for years. This is my worlds colliding. And I was like, that's crazy. It is crazy. I've never met you and you're Jamie's boyfriend, right? That's insane. And we're like laughing and Lily's like, how have you guys never met? That's insane. Wait, are you guys fucking with me? And we're like, no, we've never met. And she's like, anyways, it was really funny. And then we confess later. And she's like, oh, you can't do this, guys. I'm drunk. You can't do this. But it's just very funny. She was fully convinced that me and Anthony had never met before. I feel like you're going to announce something at the very end. Guys, just because I switch up my environment does not mean there's some big announcement, okay? I want it to be the norm that I'm in this room or another room, okay? Because I got bored. There's no platform switch. Nothing is happening. We are here on YouTube chilling. I'm not going to Facebook. I promise that. I am not going to Facebook. I'm not. I'm genuinely not going to. You guys got trust issues. I understand. Honestly, I would have trust issues too. I'm sorry. I'm still really sorry about that final last Twitch stream. I am sorry about it. And because it was my way of coping, because I knew that I couldn't actually do that as my final stream because I would have cried too much. I'd have been too dramatic and I didn't want to have a whole breakdown and LSF be like, she's so dramatic for what? What is wrong with these streamers? Over dramatic, this and that and that. So I was like, I just got to be as neutral as possible. No emotions. Just like make people think it's my last stream, but it's not really, but it kind of really is. You know? Do you know what I mean? I'm not. I mean, you were a bit dramatic, but I was dramatic in a memey way. Actually, no, I was actually sad. Because it was like, I had to know mentally that it wasn't my real last stream because the idea that I was going to go live the next day, the next morning was like keeping me sane. It was keeping me from like being really like overly too much. But you are going on Twitch later for Peter's thing. No, that's not streamed. The Lord of the Rings thing? We're just going to go watch Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Not streamed. Also, Lud asked to do a bro versus bro with me, guys. So, it's not planned to date yet. Well, he wanted to do it today, but I couldn't. So, we're going to do a bro versus bro. I'm excited. I know. I feel like it's been coming. I was going to ask him eventually. Yeah. Bro versus bro with Lud. Dun, 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 dun. I'm his bro. Yeah. When? I don't know. He didn't reply to me. Now he's don't know calling me. But he said, can we do a bro versus bro either tomorrow evening or Sunday? But I couldn't do it because tomorrow I'm doing the baking stream. And then today I'm going to the movie. So soon, this week. It's a 1v1. Yeah.
It's like my little dress. Small joys. So then we go down the road to 7th grade. And in 7th grade, well, no, let's rewind to 4th grade. 4th grade, I went to a different school, I remember. I went to there's a new location of Challenger that opened up. And I think they were giving people discounts to go to this other new opened school. So basically I went to this school called Challenger all my life. From kindergarten to 6th grade. And in 3rd grade, at the end of third grade, they're like, hey, there's a location, a new Challenger that's opening up, but we need students to go there. But I think tuition would be cheaper if we went there. There's some incentive to go there. So then my mom's like, hey, we're going to transfer you to this other location. So I was like, fine. So I started going to this other location. And that's when I became a chronic liar. That's when I lied about the aquarium and stuff. I had kind of a new fresh start. I have some vivid memories of this year. This was 2001. I remember September 11th happened that year. I remember lying to Mr. Romero, my teacher. I remember getting caught trying to cut my arm hair in the back of class. I remember I stole a bunch of pencils. I was a klepto and a liar.
in 4th grade. I stole a bunch of Dr. Grip pencils from a store, like enough that like I couldn't go to jail, but it was a lot of pencils. I stole a ton of pencils. Statute of limitations were good though, right? Okay. So I stole a bunch of pencils, and then I would give them away because I wanted people to like me. So I would like give people pencils. I would steal so I could give. I was like, here you go. And everyone's like, Leslie, thank you. Yeah. So I stole pencils. I gave pencils away. And the Dr. Grips are these super cool pencils that you'd shake and the lead would come out. And they're so cool. Okay. And then, yeah, I was a Robin Hood of pencils. Exactly. So then after that, what did I do? Oh yeah. So then also I got really insecure because I have really long arm hair. So I was in the back of my 4th grade class and I was cutting my arm hair like this. Okay. And then my teacher was like, Leslie, are you cutting your arm hair? Right. And every single person in the class turned around and looked back at me. Right. And I was like, yeah. I said, no. I put the scissors down. I was like, no. And I was so mad because I was, okay? I was really embarrassed by that. I hated him. Anyways, then I realized like 4th grade was an interesting year for me because a lot of what motivated me was like approval from my classmates, wanting to be cooler, because the next thing I did was lie to everybody and told them that my mom worked at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. When she did not work at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, she was an accountant. But I told everyone she did because I wanted them to think I was cool. And then Mr. Romero comes out and be like, oh, Mrs. Fu, I heard you work at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And then my mom's like, no, I'm a CPA. And I was like, I meant we've been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Did I say she works there? No. You misheard me. I've been there. Yes. So that all 3 happened in the same year. Those are my 4th grade core memories. I also did a science, I don't know how many of you guys had to do this when you were in elementary school, where you had like science projects with the folding boards. It's like, I feel like I had to do so many of these. You'd buy the massive like foldable ones, and on the left you'd be like hypothesis, experiment, conclusion, yada, yada, yada. And you'd have to like pick some giant thing. And so I remember doing weather forecasting, and one of them was also called measuring friction. And I remember my 4th grade project was measuring friction. And I had my dad help me like build this like ramp. And then we did all these different surfaces, sandpaper, and all these little square blocks. We'd cover them in sandpaper, aluminum foil, all this. And we would like lift it up and measure like the time that it came down. We'd measure and then, I would be like, my hypothesis is the more this, the more friction, and the slower it will go down the ramp. Conclusion, we were right. And then we had to present it. Anyways, so that was something I had to do. Thought that was happening in American movies. No, I had to do many a science project, which my dad ended up doing anyway. So I hated it. It was boring. Feels like I'm watching Leslie do a podcast. That's because I am. I mean, this really could be. Bro, I'm ashamed of some of the lies I told. It's okay. We are all liars at some point. But yeah, I became a chronic liar. Yeah, I don't lie anymore. Well, no. Very rarely. All of these stories sound like something from a Disney Channel movie. No, this is my life. Late in the night. Is the mic upside down? Should it be this way? I mean, I guess it looks right side up now. I mean, does it matter? It's the same thing. I don't think it matters. Okay, it looks better. Yeah, I guess it was upside down. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you're right. Not a big deal. Okay, there we go. Does it sound better? No, I don't think it makes a difference. We sounded good. Don't want to go down like this. Same, and I would be dumb and lie about dumb stuff like the weather or whether I emptied the dishwasher. It's just like dumb. Like, I just lie about the stupidest stuff. And then that one was big. 4th grade was a year of like, I remember I was just seeking a lot of approval. And then I went back to 5th grade, and that was Mrs. Latte and the Gecko that year. And then 6th grade and 7th, that was like when I started to like you know, a lot more crush it. I think I started to like boys in like 5th grade and 6th grade. 7th grade, I had the biggest crush on this guy. His name was Jeff. And I had like this huge crush on him. And I would go home in my diary and I would write down all the boys I had a crush on and like how big my crush was from 1 to 10. And I'd be like, I have a crush on Jeff from like 8. I'd rank it at 8 because this part and this part, he's so cute and this, except like sometimes I feel like he does this too much. But other than that, he's totally an 8. Next guy, my name's Jeff. I would write it down in my diary. I would do a tier list of all the guys that I liked. None of them even probably knew I existed. I just remember. So Jeff and I remember we liked each other or he liked me too, but I didn't know this. And so we were talking on AIM one day. So basically the routine was you go to school and then you come home and you log into AOL Instant Messenger. And it's this thing that's like a little window on your computer and it has a list of your friends and you click on them and like it starts a DM between you two. And it goes like so-and-so is typing. It's like texting, but like on your PC in little windows. And everyone has different like fonts and everyone's names is like Asian baby girl 92, whatever. Crazy little pumpkin 67. That was me. Okay, just random like numbers and mixtures of really cringe like Lil Asian weird capitals. Okay, that was just a whole different era. Okay, so you'd do this. We'd go home and we would just message each other and you'd have like 7 windows open. Then you'd have a group chat and everyone like, then sometimes you'd feel wild and you join like a random group chat of like random people and everyone would be like ASL, age, sex, location. And you're like, oh my God, 16, like female, California, like fucking sketch. Anyways, so back in the day, and then you'd like click on everyone's profiles. You'd like right click on their username on your friends list. And then it would have like a bio or like, you know, and then one time I fell for my friend's bio. Her name was Kimmy, clicked on it. And then it was like, click here, type in the names of your 3 biggest crushes and they'll find out if they like you back. I type them in and then instead of finding out if they like me back, instead it goes, ha ha ha, you've been pranked. All of your answers have just been sent to Kimmy. Pass this on if you want to get your friends too. And my heart dropped into my butt and I was like, Kimmy, oh my God, you can never tell anybody, blah, blah. Anyways, traumatic. So then, yeah, I fell for it. Okay. So then it was so, dude, the way my heart dropped, it was like my top secret crushes, you know? Oh yeah. Do you guys remember the email links in the emails? And it'd be like, now that you've read this email, so-and-so is going to come and kill you unless you forward this to like 7 other people. And I'm like, frick, now I've got to email this, like just in case someone's going to come kill you tonight in your sleep. And if you don't forward this email, I hated that so much. I'm like, why do you do this? You forward it to 11 people. What for? I hated those so much. Chain mail, chain letters. Yeah. I would make those up. You were the people who would make that up. That's messed up. Okay. So I would definitely forward those. It's like, I don't believe it, but like on the off chance, like on the 0.0001% chance that like someone's actually like checking everyone who gets forwarded this and is gonna kill them, I guess I'll do it. So I'd be like, lol, I don't even believe in this, but like, you know, ha 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 ha, and send it to a bunch of people. Anyways. So anyways, I was messaging Jeff one time on AIM and I was like, he's like, do you have a crush on anyone? And I was like, yeah, I do. I like someone. What about you? And he's like, yeah, I like someone too. And I was like, well, why don't you tell them? And then, I was like, well, I'm afraid that they like wouldn't like me back. And he's like, same here. Like, I'm scared because like the girl I like I don't know if she likes me. And I'm like, okay, well, like, what if you tell the girl that you like that you like her, and I'll tell the guy I like that I like him. And he's like, yeah, but like, what if she doesn't like me back? And I was like, I know, but like, you know, she probably will. And I started to get like a hint that it was me at this point. I was like, wait, like, what if it's me? Because he was the guy I liked. And then pretty much I was like, he then goes, well, what if that girl is you? My heart like dropped and immediately like I started blushing. And then I said like, well, then definitely don't tell her because, like, that would be weird and, like, we're friends and stuff and, like, that would be so strange, you know? And my crush on him vanished. Isn't that crazy? I literally stopped having a crush on him the second he said he liked me. And I didn't know what that reaction was, so I told my mom. And she's like, oh, yeah, Leslie, you're just allergic to boys. That's normal. I was allergic to boys, like until I was very old. Like, you're just allergic. It's just like a feeling. I was like, really? So I literally thought I was allergic to boys. Like, not like the way my mom described it was so matter of fact. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just allergic to boys. All right, cool. So it was always this thing. Like, a boy liked me, I started to like freak out when I didn't like them back. I could never like them back. I started to like hate them. I was like, get away from me. So I was scared. I was scared of boys. Seventh grade, I was scared of them. I was so deathly scared of them. I had a boy allergy. And then, yeah. Also, I didn't tell my mom my period started for like 3 years. I don't know what it was, but like I grew up in a very like Asian like household, and my mom was very strict about this stuff, right? She's like, you have a boy allergy, you know, like she kind of was like, I felt like she was going to shame me for my period starting early. So when it started, I panicked. And what I would do is I would use her, like, sorry, this might be TMI, but like when you get older, your period stops. So my mom's like done. So then she had pads. So I was like stealing her pad supply. And then it ran out. And then I was like, oh gosh, what do I do? Because I can't tell my mom that my period started. Because she's going to be like, why is your period starting bad? I don't know why. I just really thought she was going to like shame me for it. So I would take a bike and I would bike to the nearest grocery store. And then I was still in my klepto phase a lot of the time. And I was very afraid that the grocery store people would shame me for my period starting. So sometimes I would steal pads from the grocery store. I don't even know what I was like as a kid, okay? And then I would bike home with my stolen pads. I was going through it, okay? I don't even know how I stole pads. How did I do that? I was a mastermind. So I stole the pads and I would bike home, and then I would hide the pads so my parents wouldn't see it. Until finally, like 2.5 years later, it was a big anxiety point for me. I decided to tell my mom, and I was like, Mom, my period started. She's like, right now? I was like, just right now. But no, it had been started. It had gone for like 3 years at that point, and my mom still doesn't know. Okay, the song's kind of sad. I don't know. Okay, and then like, yeah, I don't know. So I did that for a while. I just like biked to the grocery store. I think I eventually started paying for them when I realized that the people don't care. Like, I'm just like a 11-year-old girl, like, you know, checking out and getting pads. And I would just buy candy along with it, or some like 7 Lunchables or something to like make it, you know, like you're buying something weird. You buy like a bunch of normal things with it. So then people aren't like, well, we've all done that, okay? Just add some normal things. Some grocery, some grocery, some apples. Anyways, so I had issues. I had a chronic I still do that? Yeah, I still do that. Yeah, it's totally normal. It's like, you know what I'm questioning. Did you ever tell your mom after? No, but I'm at a point where if like I might tell her, like if I'm just bored one day, like, Mom, did you know? Like I confessed to her about all the sneaking out I did when I was in high school. I told her she was like the easiest parent to sneak past, and she's like, I was like, yeah, Mom, like I would sneak out all the time, like all the time. I'd just walk out the door. It wasn't even hard. I'd make a fake like human sometimes with like, you know, so it looked like if you opened the door and peeked in, like I was there. I'd put like a black sweater where my hair would be, so like you peek in, it looks like I'm sleeping, but like that's pretty much it. I was a little bit like that. I could tell her during a stream one day. Okay, next time I stream with my mom, I'll confess about the pads. Oh my god, that's kind of a scary confession. I'll tell her. Yeah, no, this is like my life. These are all real. All of this. I did all of these things because I was like, I don't even know. I just felt like I had to. It's not even like, I don't know. It was weird. Was there a large age difference between you and your siblings? Yeah, my brother is 20. No, right. Oh my God. My brother is 35 right now. He's born in 1987, and I was born in 19. Wow, that sounds really long ago. He was born in 1987, and I was born in 1992. So I'm turning 30 in 1 month. Oh my God, I have a confession stream. I could have a confession stream. Please podcast. I love hearing you talk. For slaps, maybe. Is he married? Kids? Nope. My brother is single as a dingle. Sorry, what's a dingle? Yeah, he's single as a dingle. So it's kind of nice because like I don't have that pressure from my parents because, well, as much because my brother is the same. Like, how are my parents going to pressure me to get married when my brother is like not getting married or anything, right? So like my brother kind of being like 5 years ahead of me is kind of nice sometimes. And my mom and dad are just like, well, you know what? Maybe our kids just don't get married and that's fine. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, mom. She used to pressure me. Does he look like you? No, not at all. No, not at all. Does your mom know you were a klepto? No. I don't think so. Did I ever get caught? Yeah, I did get caught stealing one time. I got caught and kicked out of a store for stealing before. And that was like the only time. But then I was a klepto. I was a bit of a klepto. It's bad. And I, as a klepto, thought that everyone else was a klepto at one point. So I was like talking to Kimmy one time and I'm like, oh my God, like remember our, when like we all were all like crazy kleptos? And she's like, you stole? And I was like, you didn't? And she's like, no, I've never stolen anything in my life. And I was like, oh my God. Same. God, I'm crazy. I'm all trying to relate. Like, oh my God, our crazy klepto phase. Just like, what? What's a klepto? It's like someone who can't stop stealing things. A kleptomaniac. They just steal. And I wouldn't say I was like I'm kind of exaggerating. I wasn't stealing all the time, but I did steal things. Like I would steal things because I wanted things. I didn't have the money for it. I'm not going to ask my parents for it. So I was like, remember when we used to steal? No. You stole? What the heck? I'm like, oh my God. So I did. Yeah. Did you ever party with your brother? No, but there was one time there was this party hosted by this super cool YouTuber named Ryan Higa. Okay. And Ryan, I think was like, it was like a party to celebrate the release of Ninja Milk. Okay. I did not know Ryan at the time, but people were like, word of mouth was like, do you want to go to Ryan Higa's party? And I'm like, Ryan Higa? Like, yeah. Oh my God. That's crazy. So I got invited, to go to Ryan Higa's party. And I go get to the front of the list and they're like, what's your name? And I'm like, Leslie. And they're like, last name? I'm like, Fu. And they're like, Fu. And they're going down the list. And I look and it's like under my name is my brother's name. And I'm like, is this guy here by any chance? And they're like, oh no, he hasn't like checked in yet. And I was like, my brother's going to be at the same party as me. And like that idea was terrifying to me, but he never showed up. But he was like about to be at that party. But I remember walking around and seeing Ryan and I was like, oh my God, that's Ryan. Like, I don't want to bother him, but like, that's Ryan. I never like met him that night. I met a bunch of other people that were like YouTubers in the scene that, knew my brother. Cause my brother used to like film for a lot of the, like the Asian YouTuber space. So he knows like Kev Jumba and like David Choi and Michelle Fan and a bunch of them. So it's kind of funny. Even to this day, I still meet people who know my brother. And then they know me separately and they're like, you guys are nothing alike. And weirdly enough, we like kind of ended in a similar space. Strange how it works. Yeah, Ryan Higa is the OG YouTuber. Ryan Higa was at one point the most subscribed to YouTuber on the platform. I remember this. I was in high school and he was the #1 biggest YouTuber. This was pre like PewDiePie. Well, PewDiePie was probably around, but like not as big. Like he was YouTube, Mr. YouTube. Like he was like, and yeah, he's like an OG. It's insane. I remember these days. It was just different. You're talking about my youth? I know. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know Ryan or like, oh, I never watched him as a child, but like he was like for a lot of people, he was like the original YouTuber. And so he was that for me. So then, like still I remember the first time like he
Like I played Valorant with him. It was like I was in his chat and he's like, Leslie, you want to play Valorant? And I was like pretending that I was like a little bit busy. And I was like, yeah, like, just give me like a second. I was acting busy, but then I like ran to my computer, cleared my desk, jumped into the warm up, logged in. I'm like, yeah, I could play like a game. Bro, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ray's like, who's this? Oh yeah, I was freaking out. Oh my God, it was just craziness. Yeah, and then like I went to his house one time. I forgot. We were just at his house. So this is way later after we became friends, and I was walking through his house, and I saw like his 1 million subscriber plaque, and I was like my inner high school girl was like, oh my God, but I'm playing it so cool. Like, nice, it's awesome, cool. And I'm like, oh my God. Touch it. Anyways, yeah, I'm a fangirl. Yeah, let me just check my schedule real quick. Yeah. Oh yeah, Abe proposed to Wendy at Ryan's house. That was really, really cute. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. When did you first meet Ray? Well, Ray I had known about since like 2015 or 16, but I didn't know her. I just knew of her. I remember like she had like 200 viewers on Twitch. I remember knowing her as like the girl who had the best emotes. Like being like, dude, her emotes are so cute. She has like these Pokemon emotes. And I'd always be like, Valkyrie has the cool emotes. And also I remember talking to Kimmy about her and being like, this girl is so underrated. Like, how does she only have 200 viewers? Like, she's so underrated. And we just had that conversation. Like, but I didn't like know her. And I think we didn't become friends. Like, we didn't become friends until like Among Us, I'd say. Maybe Minecraft before that a little bit. But the first time I like actually like got to hang out with her was when we both were sponsored by NZXT. And we went to like this NZXT shoot. And I remember sitting on the couch with her and we talked then. That was like kind of the first time we were getting to know each other. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. A lot of years have gone by now. I'm feeling old. Hi, Leslie. I'm a big fan. Hello. How are you? Leslie, I think the best thing about your storytelling is that you have so many relatable reactions to things and I just love it. I mean, yeah, I'm like human. Okay? I went through some things. I had a lot of human reactions to a lot of things and I made a lot of bad decisions in my life. But then, they led me here. Not too bad. Oh, yeah. It's just craziness. Oh, also, I told you guys this, but my dad used to kill flies with rubber bands. So, like, if there was a fly, my dad would literally just find the nearest rubber band, and he would go like this, slingshot it, and kill it. So much that became the standard way that I learned how to kill flies. I see a fly, my solution is a rubber band. Where is a rubber band? Dad, I need you to shoot the fly. My brother as well, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had my fair share of killing flies that way as well. Like, it's just like this is how you kill a rubber band. I mean, kill a fly. I should have my dad do it on stream sometime. He's like, or like just talk about it. This is how I grew up. My dad killing flies with rubber bands. There was no fly swatters. There was no any of that. It was, and then pick up the fly and it's dead. So even like not now anymore is my reflex, but like going into like at any friend's house or high school, college, pretty much, I was like, rubber band, get the rubber band. But then I realized I don't have the aim for it. Because, and I realized it's actually really difficult to like aim a freaking rubber band and shoot a tiny little thing. But yeah, the flies were big. These were like the bigger, slower flies. Like, they were the chunkier ones, not the tiny fruit flies. These were the chunky ones. So yeah, my dad would kill flies like that. That's also a memory of mine. Do you have any tips for any new and upcoming YouTubers and streamers? I would say that my biggest tips are to grow your stuff like outside of Twitch is the number one thing these days. No one is going to get anywhere by starting your stream now unless you're already well connected and know like a ton of people who are bigger streamers or whatever, and then play games with them, and then like they brings people to your channel. Or maybe something of yours blows up, you do something crazy and it ends up on LSF or something, and then brings some traction to your stream. But those are very like
Like you can't really plan for those. So I would say like make content outside of Twitch, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, whatever, because like discoverability on other platforms is way better than on Twitch. Yeah, you do that, and then you fuel people into your streams. So if you're making YouTube Shorts, if you're making TikToks, if you're making, I don't know, Instagram Reels of whatever, then you start to grow following there. Then you can be like, hey, I also stream here, right? And then they come there, and then from there, be very like, depends on how many viewers or how active your chat is, but if you can like, you know, create a back and forth conversation with your chat, you know, that helps. Share. If you share things, then people are like, oh, that's relatable. I like that, you know? So I tend to share. I tend to overshare. But then people are like, hey, that's pretty relatable. And they come back. I'm like, you know what? Maybe she'll say some more relatable stuff today. And then collab. Collab with other people. You know, don't DM PewDiePie and say, hey, let's play. But like, find people around your size or other streamers that like, you know, hang out in their chats. If you know, they seem like really cool, maybe you can reach out to them. Maybe they've even, if you've built up enough of something, maybe they've already heard of you and they're like, hey, we should game sometime. You start gaming, bam. And then you look for the people that you're genuinely having a really good time with. Sometimes you're like hanging out with like playing games with like the most clouded people in the world, but like your synergy just isn't there. And it's like, oh, so it's not there, right? So then the content's just it's not gonna be good. But sometimes you're playing with people and like the energy is just like here, you're just like laughing so much, whatever, right? People love that. They can tell when you're having fun. People can tell when you're having fun. That is something. Guys. Or blouse shot. I mean, it's working. It kind of works. You know? You just clout chase your way to the top. You know? And then you just say, yeah, so what? Shameless. You say, so what? Yeah? And then people are like, okay, well, he knows. And then he's like, and? The contest winner. You just win contests over and over and over again. But then, you know, you have something to provide as well. Blau absolutely finessed his way into the group. Yeah, it's a balance. There's a balance. But, you know, sometimes it is like that. It is just like you have some connections somewhere else, and then you become friends with one person, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, then they become friends with everyone else. That's how it works. What's the best game to collab right now? Right now, there's not really many games. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, it's kind of like, there's Overwatch. I'm not really playing that. There's nothing like, I mean, even in the kitchen just right now before I streamed, we were all talking about like how like, it's just like you can't recreate Among Us. Just like, boom. Like Among Us during COVID was like a moment, you know? And so sometimes there's just gonna be a lull in games, a lull in whatever. You know, there's no really crazy game I'm addicted to right now. So, Codenames. I like Codenames a lot. Codenames is always a funny one, but I'm not gonna like grind out Codenames for like hours every single day. I am down for VR Among Us. Or unless you're really good at games. Yeah, but like the thing is like, I'm assuming you're asking and you're not like Timmy level gamer. Oh, if you are a god tier gamer, then yeah, you can make it that way. You can go pro and then become a content creator, but that is so rare and far between. Rare and far between, is that a thing? Where you're that good at your 10s and you're that good, and then you're pro, and then you become a streamer because like you can, like, people just want to see the best gameplay ever. Yeah, that happens for like the best of the best. But like if you are average at games, or even if you're like diamond, ascendant, like it's not like, even if you're radiant, right? There's so many other radiants. Like even the very best, it's like you have to find something else, you know? Few and far between. There. I was never good at any games. Ray asked me the other day, what's the game you're best at? And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't really have one. I think I'm the best at, what am I the best at? Like role playing, bro. Like, am I? Like, I don't know. GTA RP. It's not like a skill thing. It's role playing. Like it's not even, you honestly are pretty good. You know what? I'll take that. Actually, I will take that. I'll take that and I will say that, you know what? Yeah, I role play. I can role play a little bit and it's fun. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Among Us? Social games. I'm not good at Among Us. I think it's fun. RP does take skill. You know what? My ego. My ego. It's ascending. Okay, you know what? You're right. Thank you. Oh my god, chat. Stop. Really? Okay. Singing is not a game. If I had to rank my singing, I'm like a B tier singer, but like I'll take it, you know? It all of it leans in and helps me. The cool thing about RP was that like I could like use like other skills that I have, like say singing, right? And then I could like put that into my RP, which was cool. Yeah. Someone humble her. Okay. You know, thank you. I will take that. Okay, so I feel like I'm decent at RP. Thank you. But like I'm no like, you know, like I'm not like I wish I was like more varied. Like I wish I could like make more and more characters and like commit to those storylines, but like I'm so married to like April. I love her so much. And I hear like maybe there's a 4.0, you know? I wonder what I'm gonna do for 4.0. Am I gonna have April just forget all of her memories? Is she gonna remember things? Is she gonna like be a complete fresh start, fresh character, new storyline entirely, new character? I don't know. I got no clue. There's a reason Zerka's chat went crazy for you. 4.0 should be coming out. I mean, that they tweeted about it. I don't know when, but like when 4.0 comes out, like we'll see. I don't know. You'll be in your 30s for 4.0. Yes, that's true. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll definitely play 4.0. Maybe we'll have like an entire makeover for her, so she like looks completely different, but like not like still like I don't know. We'll see. That'd be fun to get like a whole like. She's like April snooze. Did you see Ed Sheeran shout out Rami? No, that's real. Ed Sheeran shout outed out Rami. Is there like a link? Where did this happen? He did? Where? That's cool. Like on stage or like P Money got him to record something for Rami? Oh yeah, P Money knows Ed Sheeran. That's cool. Look it up. Okay, I'm looking it up. Okay. Ed Sheeran Rami. Can I just Google this? Or like, is this like something I look up on YouTube? YouTube.com. Ed Sheeran. Oh, it's a Rami gets a message from Ed Sheeran.
Bob?
Oh, I'm not logged in. Okay, I have an ad.
Hertzberg, the public safety leader for supervisor, led passage of legislation to get illegal guns off our streets.
Chill, please, on the ads. Thank you. Okay. Hold. Hold on a moment. Thank you very much. I'm on a laptop, so it's a bit tricky for me to like, do this. Okay, here we go.
Hold on, chat. P Money just sent me something. Wait, can I tab out? I can. All right.
Rami told P Money not to send it to anyone. Huh? Is that true? Am I allowed to watch this? Am I gonna get in trouble if I watch it? Am I gonna get DMCA'd by Rami?
Rami, P just sent me your rapping over Take It Back, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Love the accent, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone cover that song, so thank you very much, and I loved it. I love that you covered it.
What
I
a
love you love my music,
beast.
and I hope you're having a great day. Lots of love.
Yeah, kid. Yo, Ed Sheeran.
That's
Yo.
cool.
What a fucking beast. I just made my day, bro.
Ed Sheeran listened to Rami rap. That's awesome. Why he lying though? Why you lying?
Yo, P, you a god, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That is so crazy.
Yeah,
Wu Chang crazy. Chang Gang made me. Oh my god. I'm back.
Hello.
What's a moment when you realize your friends are real ones? A lot of times, man. A lot of times. When Myung came to New York with me recently for my Samsung sponsorship, I told her I was going alone, and then she's like, "Bruh, I'm coming." And I'm like, "Why would you come with me? It's like a super short trip, and like I just have to go there for a sponsor." She's like, "That's what friends are for. I'm coming." She just came with me for no reason. I'm like, and then it became one of my favorite New York trips ever. It was so fun. Or one of my favorite trips ever. It was awesome. She was a real one for that. There's like no reason for her to come. Like I literally was like, I'll just solo go to New York. Just YOLO, you know? So that was really cool. There's like tons of little moments. Man. There's many times, because I remember thinking to myself like, wow, I have great friends. Like many times. Who's the oldest in the house? Not me. I'm in my 20s. Shit. Yeah. Are you excited for Midnights? Yes, I am excited for Midnights. It's in I'm technically on the 20th at 9 p.m. So it's in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 5 days? 6 days? Yes. 6 days. It's 5 days. Yes. What did I just read? I just read something. Where did it go? Leslie's literally 21. She told me the other day through FaceTime. That wasn't me. I hate to break it to you, but that was not me. Because I have a Samsung. And we do not have FaceTime on Samsungs. How could it be me? I'm a Samsung girl. Toast versus Michael boxing match. What are you guys talking about? Are they boxing for real? Is this happening? Did this just get announced? What are you guys saying? Give me the tea. Give me the lowdown. Update me. How do you guys find out all these things? They sparred? What is sparring? Oh, they're training for chess boxing. Oh, so it's a YouTube video. You're in Lud's new vid? What's that one? Is that the bidet one? How could I be in it? There's an old clip of you in the newest OTV and Friends. Is it more of the quartet stuff? Please. Oh my god. Yeah, that was me using the bidet. It was comfy. It was nice. Are you making another prediction vid on your birthday? Yes. Every year on my birthday, I make a letter to my future self. So I'll watch the video of like, Dear Future Leslie from last year. And then I'll be like, Hi, Future Leslie. Today, you are 31 years old. And you know the time I made that birthday video, I knew when I was making it that I was going to be on YouTube. But you guys didn't know. But I remember thinking when I was saying that, Dear 30-year-old Leslie, I remember being like, oh my god, I'm going to be watching it on YouTube. But they don't know that. Pog. Yeah. Couldn't be worse than last year's. I know. That was bad. You're married.
No, I'm not. I am not married, no.
No, honestly, it was funny. Last year's was bad. That was so bad. That was so bad. And then I would pause randomly as I was going like, I just can't believe you're married. Oh. I mean, it is funny now. I mean, honestly, it was funny in the moment. It was just like tragic at the same time. I was just like, oh god. You seem to be glowing and living your best life. You know what? I will say that I'm very happy. I'm very happy this year. I'm happy. I'm happy last year too, or I was happy last year. I'd say like life has, even now, like some days I'm like I am so happy, and sometimes I'm like I'm so stressed. Like it's ups and downs. But overall, I'd say I'm very happy. Things have been great. I'm very happy with my friends, family, life. Things are nice, you know? Did you know you were probably not going to get married when you said that? No. When I said that, I was 100% certain that I was going to be married in my mind. Like, maybe 95%, like 99. Like, when I was saying, like, you're married, like, I had full intentions of getting married. It was not me just saying that. You think that I was, like, knowing I wasn't going to get married to Edison, saying that I'm gonna get married knowing that we would break up just so that the following year would be super awkward for me? You think so? You think I'm a psychopath? You think I'm a psycho? Okay, also I really want to quickly go over Brooke AB's Disney tier list. I'm hearing a lot about it, and I haven't actually seen it. I just want to review it quickly and just see. Maybe it's not bad, maybe her takes aren't that bad, but people seem to be upset about it. It's criminal? Okay, so in our S tier, Frozen, Moana. No offense, Moana should not be an S tier. Finding Nemo, agree. Coco, agree. Coco, Finding Nemo, hard agree. Monsters Inc., I don't even know if I've fully seen this movie. Aladdin, okay, this isn't that bad. I do disagree. Hercules should not be where it is. Tangled should, I don't know where Tangled should be. The Little Mermaid, okay, it's not atrocious so far. The only thing that is atrocious so far is Ratatouille not being an S tier. So far, let's see. And Luca, what is Luca doing here? No offense, Luca should be like D tier, or C tier. Luca was very mid. Emperor's New Groove, Oliver's Company. I don't know this one. Okay, I've never seen it. Fox and the Hound, I have no memories of this. Up, The Good Dinosaur. That was a good movie. Okay. Bolt and B. Monsters University should be higher. Monsters University should be like A. Peter Pan should be higher. Snow White, dude. Wait, where is Zootopia? Oh, Zootopia is S tier for sure. Zootopia? Okay, the only S tiers so far, I think, okay, Coco, Finding Nemo, Zootopia, Ratatouille. Frick, sometimes I get mixed up because, like, the music is so good, but then the movie itself is just not that good. Like, Moana, regardless, should not be S tier. Moana is, like, B tier. Bolt? No to Bolt. Is my taste in question? Where is the tier list? Where can I do this? Tier maker? Tier maker. And then, like, where do I get the list that she's doing? Disney, tier maker, Disney. I'll do it really fast. I'm just gonna go off of gut. Disney movies, right? Disney animated. All of Walt Disney Animated Studio films. Not this one. How about all movies of Walt Disney Studios, Disney Pixar? I don't think this is it either. What the heck link did she use? Disney, all Disney Pixar films. She might have used this one. Frozen. Where the heck? Which one did she use? She did Disney / Pixar. Okay. I think it's this one. God, I'm getting so many ads. How's a bidet? It's nice. It's nice and comfy on my booty. Is it this one? It's probably this one, right? Damn, there's so many. Down Under? What's that? Is it this make? Why do I not? What is the 3 caballeros? Saludos amigos. I've never seen this. I don't think it's this one, guys. This one has new ones. I've never seen any of these. Disney and Pixar movies. I think I found it. Not this one. Not this one. Disney Ultimate Tier List. There's too many of them. I'm too lazy. All Disney and Pixar films. I think it's this one. I think it's this one, guys. What do you guys think? Look at this. Right? A bunch of these I haven't seen, but like Frozen 2, Frozen, Onward, Soul, Inside Out, Monsters University. Does this look right? This is way too much work. I'll do it another day. Too much work. All I gotta say is, why were people so upset? What's up? Absolute garbage. She has Fantasia. Okay, I don't even know the one she's talking about. What's absolute garbage? Robin Hood, Winnie the Pooh, Pocahontas shouldn't be C. I think Pocahontas should be higher. The Incredibles is that's a terrible take. I will say that Incredibles is S tier or like A tier. Big Hero 6. Monsters University should be higher. Finding Dory is also great in my opinion. Can you review the D and F? The D and F one she chose, I don't even... Cars 2, Lady and the Tramp, Aristocats, Dumbo, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Treasure Island, Chicken Little, Winnie the Pooh. Treasure Planet's D. Cars 2, I never seen. Lady and the Tramp, honestly, like... I feel like I can't even remember what half of these were. Like, I don't remember them. Dumbo, like, I remember seeing them as a kid, but, like, I can't remember. Chicken Little was good. Yeah, I liked Chicken Little a lot when I was little. That was fun. Hunchback of Notre Dame, I loved a lot, too. Notre Dame, I liked that one. That was, like, I'd probably put that at B. Treasure Planet, isn't that terrible? Isn't that a terrible movie? I'm pretty sure Treasure Planet is terrible. Guys? I did not like that one. I agree. Brooke's tier list doesn't look that crazy to me. Seems pretty reasonable. I'm not gonna lie. Ratatouille, though, should be S. That's all I have to say. Best Disney movie. or best Disney Pixar. Cars, I still have never seen Cars. Up to this day, never seen Cars. However, my favorite ride at Disneyland is the Cars ride. But I've never seen Cars. But I love the Cars ride. I will say that. Really? I thought Treasure Planet was like known to be bad. And Soul is an S tier movie. Soul and The Good Dinosaur, I cried so much in that one. That one's a great one. And Cars seems good. I feel like Cars, I should watch that eventually. Wasn't there another follow-up to Cars called Planes? Am I crazy? Was there a Planes? L takes Blau is contagious. Please do not say that. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to my podcast. This is kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. I had a good time. Yeah, it's a vibe. You know? It's like I'm not going to stream here every single day, but like, kind of like it. Let's watch Ludwig's bidet video. Is it embarrassing? Ludwig bidet. Ludwig bidet. Where is this? Is it on his main channel?
I think we should explore a few solutions.
Grammarly's suggestions.
Today I'm gonna break into a bunch of YouTubers.
Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this?
Houses, but first, I have a problem. I can't go to the bathroom anymore.
Huh? Okay.
Today I'm gonna break into a bunch of YouTubers' houses, but first, I have a problem. I can't go to the bathroom anymore, unless there's a bidet. You know the type, the Ass Blaster 9000 with power washing capabilities and a built-in dryer. The only problem, my friends don't have those.
And to solve my problem, I made my own bidet. Introducing Swipe. I worked with the best factory in South Korea for over a year to make my dream come to life, to create my own bidet. And if you haven't tried a bidet before, consider this your wake-up call. It's time to join the rest of society. Gone are the days of using one-ply toilet paper to take care of business. Don't make going to the bathroom a chore, make it an experience. You can go to bidet.gg right now to check out the 2 models of bidets that I created. The first one is the original Swipe, an attachment model that can connect to any toilet in the world with 10 minutes of time. It's as simple as it gets. Turn the nozzle, water goes in your bum, and you're a whole lot cleaner than if you were to use some paper for that. If you've never used a bidet before, I would definitely start here. And it's only $50, which is a little bit cheaper than some of the other bidets available online. However, if you're the aficionado of asses, the buff on butts, and the pundit on potties, then the Swipe Plus is the product for you.
That's me.
With a price tag of $500, I assure you, this is luxury. This is the Ferrari of bidets. It has all the bells and whistles. 10 different pressurized sprays, 5 different temperatures of water, and a heated seat so that sitting down is an experience and going to the bathroom is an enjoyment in your day.
I can't figure out how to use the heated seat though. Sometimes it works and sometimes it's just cold. And then it's worse because I expect it to be warm and I sit down and it feels like the contrast of it, me expecting the seat to be hot and then the seat's actually cold is just like makes my butt even colder. So, but you know what? Maybe I just haven't figured out how to actually use it. Because I think I had to turn it on or something. But either way.
Not to mention, it looks damn good in the bathroom.
It does look really nice.
The plan
and it's blue.
today is simple. Take my bidet to every one of my friends' house and install them so that I can live.
Is the audio lagging?
In luxury no matter where I am. And also use this video as an opportunity to let you guys know that the bidets are available in a limited quantity because I didn't know if this would be successful. So I made them and here we are. Anyway, enjoy. So we set off in my 1997 Mitsubishi Minicab. If you don't know, this is my dream car. I've been trying to get this for the past couple of years, and I finally pulled the trigger. Imported straight from Japan. It only cost $7,000.
Our tire's flat. Yeah, we're fucked. We're gonna fucking crash. We're gonna fucking crash. We're not gonna crash. We're gonna die!
Hey, you dropped your tire, man.
That's better. What?
Tire
Oh,
on the floor.
fuck you. Come on. That's
Come on, man. That's childish. Stop pulling up to the walkway. Hey, you dropped your tire.
I'm on the line. Stop. I'm on the line. Stop.
Why is this so big? What is this? This massive thing at the bottom of the screen. No. Did I click on it? Is that real? Oh, that's an ad for YouTube. That's an ad because I'm not logged. Oh, I thought it was a part of his video.
Anyway, our first mission was to infiltrate the house of a one Hassan Piker. Hassan's house is kind of like a hospital in GTA 5.
Big.
When a streamer dies, they just end up spawning there. Now, I know one thing about Hassan is that he's always live streaming.
True.
So while he was distracted trying to ban one random chatter, we snuck upstairs into his personal bathroom. By the way, who has a poster like that? And why is it not me who has a poster like that?
There it is. All right.
Okay, first one.
Oh, smell that. Oh, look at this packaging.
And now all that's left is to set up the bidet, which didn't go exactly according to plan.
Oh. You see how much water's coming out?
Oh my god!
You turn off the... You didn't drain it. Yes, I didn't drain it, Nick. Nick, I forgot to drain it.
Ew.
Oh, fuck. Not too bad. There's not even that much water. Step 1 to setting up the swipe bidet. Make sure that you shut off the water and drain the toilet. Or you get a fun pool party. So that's...
Disgusting.
Is it like a squeegee? No, we can't use this towel. Just fucking... We can't... Yeah, I don't want him to know. Okay?
I'm excited. I don't know what he filmed in our bathroom.
Oh, god damn it, dude. The socialists waste more paper, right? How could he? You might be thinking to yourself, what a waste of paper. And the answer is yes, it is a waste of paper. But a normal toilet paper roll takes 37 gallons of water to make, as opposed to a bidet, which uses 1/8 of a gallon to clean your stinky butt. So we're doing both. So this is, I'm using this as marketing. We're wasting both.
Genius.
Well, to show you that how you shouldn't waste.
Oh my! Ew! There is no way that much water. That's disgusting.
The amount of money we could have made if we sold this. It's gonna be like, damn, they clean my bathroom too? Alright. Back to it. It's so wet in here. Step 1 is setting up your swipe bidet. Set up the bracket where your toilet seat is gonna sit. Step 2, you gotta set up the wiring for the water. Conveniently, most toilets have this, which you can just spin with your hand. Don't need no tool. And then, same idea with this one. But you attach it to the toilet unit. Make sure you don't unscrew the toilet unit, or otherwise, if there was water in the bowl for whatever reason, then it would all flow out. All right, moment of truth.
Time for the bidet. Damn, what's going on? Just like that?
Didn't fucking work.
Oh.
And then really...
Oh! Just like that?
Yes! We're just about done. Only other step that we need to do is, of course, plug in the water.
Oh no.
Lift up this little rubber cap to screw the final piece in.
Oh no, ads in 4, 3, 2, 1. No.
Bob Hertzberg is the only candidate making public safety a top
Stop
priority.
it, Bob.
He created a landmark anti-gang program that became a
Stop it, Bob.
nation and led the effort
Let
to
me
get
watch my
untraceable
video.
ghost guns off our streets. Bob Hertzberg for supervisor.
Go away. Please. Another one? No. Go away. Gosh, I should log into my account. Whatever. Go away. Thank you.
It's a wet little piece of metal.
Hold on. 1 second. What if I have to go right now? I have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I think I have to go. Do we have to go? I think we have to go. I think we have to go. We have to go. We have to go right now. I've got to go. Okay, you know what? I'm going to watch this video another time because I gotta go. Okay, we're gonna finish that next time. I'm late. I'm very late. I'm late for a very important date. Gotta go. It's time to watch Lord of the Rings. Okay, I'm so sorry to abandon you all. I just didn't realize that the time, because we were having so much fun, that the time just flew by. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta go. I'm very sorry, chat, but we have to go. I didn't mean it, but we do have to go. Thanks for the coffee stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll tweet it out and post it on Instagram, but it should be on Hannah's stream tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna be making pumpkin spice recipes. So that's gonna be in the evening a bit ish. I'll see you guys then. Yeah, this is really fun. I like streaming from here. We'll do more streams from here. Okay. It's like a podcast vibe, you know. Got my coffee, got my mic, got my cam, and got my chat. All right, time for Lord of the Rings. I'll see you guys. Bye, everybody. Gotta go. See ya.